Good morning. Good morning. I want to start off by saying no one knows your child better than you. It does not matter if you're the mom, the dad, whatever. But no one knows your child better than you. And I say this because, I had my daughter in Head Start. And when I finally came to terms with, okay, my daughter is showing signs of autism, which I was pretty new to. And like I said before, I didn't want to accept that because, this world is like really, really crazy. And just putting a label on kids and just putting a label on anybody, it's not for me. Like, I never thought that it was going to come to that, but the school kept pressuring me about getting her evaluated. And for almost a year, I was like, yeah, no. So finally, I got her evaluated. And when the man called me, like, I already know my child is possibly autistic, whatever. She is, all the signs are there. I accepted it. I grew up on that part. My only thing is to help her. So as I'm listening to this man on the phone, he's adding more diagnosis. And I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and let you keep adding on to what you think is wrong with my daughter. So the part that really got me and made me really upset is when he said, oh, your daughter shows signs of depression. Your daughter shows signs of depression and she seems like a very sad kid. I said, okay. I don't care what you or your little test has to say, but you have not spent an entire hour with my child and you're going to tell me my child is depressed and she seems like a sad child. My child is nowhere near depressed. She has everything and things that she can't even ask for. She eats, she sleeps comfortable, everything. She laughs and play around all day, even if it's by herself. It's nothing depressed about a 3-year-old. You're telling me a 3-year-old showing you signs of depression and that she's a sad child? Make it make sense. Like, I don't know if they get more money for trying to add on stuff to evaluations. That definitely was not it for me. My child is not depressed. She's not sad. Then it takes me back to when we did go to this place and he kept asking me, was there any traumatic events that happened in her life? She's 3. No, there's no traumatic incidents that happened in her life. He kept asking about her dad. Look, mister, you see, I'm the only person that's here. It's just me and my daughter. Don't ask me no questions about her dad. Like, her dad is somewhere living his life. We're here working on what we need to work on. Stop asking me about her dad. It's really none of your business. There's no traumatic incidents that happened. She's a happy kid. She gets whatever she wants. Unless it's like sweets or something, then no. She doesn't like the word no. That's the biggest issue. I'm the only girl out of 6 kids. I felt like I was owed everything. You couldn't tell me no for nothing. Like, but I don't think I was as bad as her. But like, once she hears the word no, she catch a tantrum. She does not like it. She does not like for anybody to tell her no. She doesn't like for anybody to bother her. Period. The girl is 3. She's the only child. Well, she was the only child. She's used to just doing her own thing. Like, and for people to like try to make that change, including me, and interrupt her by giving her better structure, she doesn't like that. So if you think she's depressed and sad from that, then you're sadly wrong. My child is not depressed. She's always laughing and smiling and playing in her own area. Another thing is, when she was in school, they would tell me a bunch of crap to like the teachers, not the people that worked with her outside of the classroom. So my child has been in school for months, still never adapted to that classroom. So the last day I was trying to send her to school, she was just catching a fit. I said, okay, because mother's intuition, like I've been having dreams and I've been having like so many weird feelings that something was happening to my child, and it was scaring me. Like I don't ever want to find out that something is ever happening to my child, or whew. But anyways, I took her out of school and we homeschool, and we do it on our own time of the day, whatever works better for her, and that works amazing. The amount of growth that I've seen in my little toddler from the time that I took her out of school was not even a crazy amount of time ago. She's even like potty training way better. She's sleeping. She is sleeping. I cannot stress this enough. She is sleeping throughout the night. She wakes up 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. When she was going to school, she was waking up 3, 4 in the morning like she's a newborn wanting some milk. That was unacceptable. I told them, she did not like that teacher, the teachers in that classroom. And she was telling me this, but not verbally, like through all these crying and tantrums. I finally listened. I finally made a change, and it's better. It's better. She's working on things that I couldn't get her to work on before. And every time I turned around, she was coming home with a letter in the bag about an incident report. My child cannot physically tell me why she was getting off the bus and she tripped and fell on her face. Nobody's holding these little kids' hand getting off the bus, or like whatever the case may be. She's not in school. Nobody can tell me what's what about my child, because I know my child and I know she shows me. And the people that she's comfortable with, I know she shows them. So, yeah, you can't tell me anything about my child and think that I'm going to just believe it, because that's how I was stressed out in the first place. This is why me and her dad ended up having arguments, because I was stressed out about what other people were saying and it scared me. So, I started asking him questions about, his family genetics, because, I know both sides of my family. Yeah, he didn't like me asking him that. He kept saying, oh, everyone is smart and da-da-da-da. That resulted to him calling my child retarded because she wasn't verbally speaking. There's nothing retarded about my child. And if the father can call the child retarded, then anybody could say whatever that don't even know my child. But I'll never listen to either or, because she's smart, she's beautiful, and she's thriving the best way possible. No evaluation, no diagnosis, no nothing's going to make me feel otherwise, because the child is very smart. She's getting her words out as well.
Going like you got on the wrong shoes. You got on mommy hat. You are dressed up.